What up, my good people? Great day to be in existence. Great day to be experiencing life. We got to take advantage of the energy that's permeating the planet right now. We live in a different era. We live in a different age. This is not the same world of 2019 and previous years. 100 years, maybe 300, 500 years from now, the date we live in today might be different than 2022 in the future. What I'm saying is we might be living in year 2 with the coronavirus, with the way the whole world shut down, with the way that money works now, the prices of everything, how we starting to socialize different. They bring in a metaverse. We live in a hyper technology age, and it's a new world. Basically, we live in a new era, and years from now, this could be considered year 2, what we live in right now. But the good thing is we have to take advantage of this opportunity, because even if you believe in the celestials like zodiacs, we went from Pisces to Aquarius, which means that the humble, the meek shall inherit the earth. The everyday people are taking back over the earth. That means that harmony will start to pervade the whole world if we come together and take our power back, because they separated us to make us think that we don't have power, but we do have power. They separated us with politics. They separated us with race. They separated us with religion. We all can pray together. All people matter. All people got smart people. All people got dumbass people. All people got athletic. Like, let's embrace our ethnicity, our culture, our heritage, our nationality, because we have all of that without race. Let's stop voting for a couple people that they put in front of us. Gone are the days when one person make it and they run and take their bag in a corner and see how many pleasures they can attain. We getting back to community oriented. We leaving this individualistic that they pushing on us. We got to get past that, because that's not how we are. We all need other people. We all need to work together. But the way our society is structured, the Western ideology, which is pretty much everywhere now, even on the eastern side of the world, they push you to be selfish. They push you to exploit other people to get ahead. They push you to say F everybody. But we not doing that no more. We coming up with solutions for our own problems. And when I say that, yeah, I'm talking about black people, but I'm not just talking about black people. This message for everybody. Because we work on ourselves, then we work on community, then we work on society. So we all working to fix everything right now, because the energy is there for the people to take their power back. We not asking them folks for any handouts, right? We not going to them for social reform. We fixing our own situations. They put people in front of us like LeBron, and he goes and can y'all stop beating us? Oh, can y'all give us this? No, man. If you was a real leader, you would just stand up and say, hey, look, Bloods, y'all drop them fucking flags. Crips, y'all drop them fucking flags. Community stuff, they put you in front, but they pay you off, because the NBA gonna pay you $100 million, your endorsement's gonna pay you $500 million, and you can't say this and you can't say that. But you gotta say this and you can say that. But that's not leadership. We don't need that in our community. And PR, you got public relations. And in Consumerism for Dummies, I explained, it was created to manipulate the general public. That was the main reason for public relations, to promote propaganda. And then you can't bite the hand that feeds you. So I know if these people paying you, you can't say what's real. You can't. You can't do that. And that's what I call an agent, because they always took our people, paid them a lot of money. Then they told you don't help your extended family who supported you. They tell you don't help your friends. They tell them they're going to hate. And some people do hate, but a lot of time, those people already in your ear telling you. So any indiscretion with the people who was there for you, you shun them off and you was like, oh, they hating on me. But those same people who telling you that and paying you all of this money, they brainwash you to get that money right back to the system. That's why so many of y'all go broke afterwards. That's why, because you're getting brainwashed, you're getting used. You're not our leaders. I'm sorry. Beyonce is not the female leader. Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. Y'all stop telling our women this bullshit. Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, y'all should have been stopped doing that Crip and blood stuff. Dead ass. And I'm going to start a petition. It might not be this week or next month, but we need to start petitions to clean up our music. And why we got to pick on our people? Because that's who our people relate to. Yeah, a white kid and the birds might just take it as entertainment, but our kid is taking it for real life, because music doesn't just reflect reality, it creates reality. It creates reality. So when these dudes acting like Bloods and Crips cool, I can't get down with that, and I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm not finna just say what sounds cool. They need to stop it. Lil Baby, what's the other? Da Baby. All y'all Lils, babies, and itty bitty ass men, y'all stop telling our people to go have sex with other people's wife like it's cool, or other people's girlfriend. Because what you're doing, see, that's what I'm saying. Stop being individualistic and get back to community. Because what you're doing is you can destroy a household, right? And now that kid doesn't have the stability that they normally would have had. And that kid got to go date your kid. You got to date your cousin kid. You got to date your best friend kid. We all connected. LeBron is a leader when he created his own basketball league. And our players don't need to start these leagues when they retire. Leave now. Just like the workforce did the last 2 years. How they left out and say, I'm doing my own thing. I'm serious. Basketball, football, y'all don't have to make a $7 billion industry right now. Do $500 million and build. Because guess what? If all y'all go, I'm going to tune in. The NBA is really going to be dead. The NFL is really going to be dead. Then these folks will be begging us to do business with us in a respectable way. But you have to take a step back. You have to be willing to release some of Master's gift, give them back, and start from here, and you take off there. And I learned that in life. Sometimes I had to take a step back, a step down, not make as much money, to make real progression. That's the way it works. And until that's done, I see everybody as an agent, because we cannot trust these celebrities. We can't. They're getting paid directly from the overseers who are going to make sure they say this. You can't say fuck a cracker. You can't say kill a cracker. Y'all say kill a cracker, then y'all can say kill a nigga in y'all music. How about that? Other than that, if I keep hearing this shit, I'm going to file a petition, and it might not be me, but it might catch wind of somebody else with more power. We're going to stop supporting you. We're going to do what we call as shunning people from our community. I'm telling you, there's real solutions. And I'm getting to the system at large, but we have to start with self. I'm going to start a petition to start shunning some of these artists who's telling us to go sleep with somebody else's wife, who telling us life is all about money when it's not. It's about purpose. It's about legacy. I'm going to write a petition on these people telling us to kill each other, that gang banging is cool, and I can speak on this because I grew up in the inner city. I had numerous brothers, uncles, and cousins in prison, and still to this day. And I counseled contracting with the Department of Juvenile Justice. I've seen plenty of kids who done got locked up. I had a 15-year-old who been shot on 2 different occasions. One time he was shot 5 times. He was 15 years old. And when I say all of us, that's when I mean everybody's a leader. Micro leadership as opposed to macro. Yeah, we'll have some people stand up in this and that, but don't look at that person as your savior or they're more godlike than you. No, that's just their lane. What's your lane? Because we all bringing something to the table. Micro leadership. Everybody accountable. Everybody elevating. Everybody taking that time to improve themselves and find a purpose. How do you do that? The first step to getting to that point is some of this. And then some of this. You blocking out all noise. Not just noise from your ear, noise from your mind. Noise all in your mind. Because we always have to be overstimulated here. We have to feel this. We have to taste this. We have to see this. And we have to hear this. We ride, we got to hear the music. We at home, we gotta be doing something. But the times when your mind makes the most advancement is when it's getting rest, because it's up like a muscle too. So you have to block out everything. And then that's when stuff start pouring in. And it's hard to do at first, but you have to say, forget them bills. Forget that stress of the relationship, and you have to find you a safe space. I do it through meditation and sun gaze, but you might just do it over a cup of tea or on a ride to work, where you're not listening to anything and you just letting your mind work, and then you try to shut it down. And then things pour in because we're getting all of this generic information. We're getting less and less options, less banks, less phone companies, the big ones are buying them up. And we just hearing the same thing over and over. The news, they pour in a bunch of generic information so we sound like everybody else, we thinking like everybody else. We already in a trance. That's why we need this, and then we need this. Because when you get this, and then you get this, you clean out all of that generic, and you go from generic input to genuine output. I wouldn't have got to this point if I didn't have silence, quietness, time to think, time to reflect. We need silence. Silence is the absence of noise from the mind. That's what we need. And we need to give God room to put those things in us, but we always distracted through overstimulation. Silence is like a mental deep breath. You take all of that stress, pressure, anxiety in, and then you release it. And we all need that, and it's like a muscle. And lastly, we need to get back to the days where our word is bond. All of this sociopathic behavior, I gotta shit on this person to make it. We need to start where your name means something. And maybe they'll do business with you, but we won't do business with you. And you know what happens when they get tired of you? They're gonna chew you up and spit you out and take all of your resources that they let you play with all them years and isolated you. So go ahead, like if somebody look like they winning and they not playing by the code, let them go. Just keep in mind that we the change. So all of this shit you see on TV and hearing music is not real life. I don't know any 30, 40-year-old man telling people to be in gangs or repping this or that. Y'all really need to drop that shit. I'm dead ass serious. If you see a fight breaking out, stop it. Somebody be the voice of reason. Everybody just don't pull out their phones because there's repercussions to that. It's people who go to jail and there's people who really in the hospital, and you usually don't see that on all of that world star stuff. You don't pursue somebody, wife or girl. There's so many people out here. Do your own thing and respect when somebody's building. And when we see a man or a woman stepping out of line, let's shun them or scold them or social sanction them. And that's what we're going to do for everybody, on the people who don't have a name for themselves. And we're going to start following the big name people who don't want to play by the codes, because we need universal codes that we stick by with real principles and a moral compass. That's what we need right now more than anybody. Stop killing each other. Don't listen to no rapper telling you to kill about when they was killed, because they don't get tough with this system. That's what they need to get tough with. Don't get tough with each other. So you hear somebody saying that, unless you hear them saying kill a cracker, don't listen to them talking about kill a nigga. Nobody needs to be on that shit no more. That shit is dead. Don't let money make you. You are something without money. You need money to survive to an extent. You want to build a legacy, so go out there and get it, but money goes like this. Don't let money make you. Let purpose drive you.